Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a shopping haul. I picked up some things over Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and I posted in my Facebook Style Squad group as to whether all of you wanted to see my shopping haul. The answer was unanimous yes, was what all of you said. So I'm taking a quick day break into Vlogmas just so that I can show you guys quickly what I picked up into the sales, and then I will resume Vlogmas again tomorrow, just as per usual. Now, this shopping haul is all clothing and fashion with the exception of one piece, and even then it could be considered more of an accessory. So it's all fashion based, which is a lot of fun, and I cannot wait. So let's just dive right in. I felt a little bit like a 5-year-old the other day because I was online shopping at Netaporter.com and picked up a few things there, which I'll show you in just a second. But the one thing that really captured and stole my heart was this phone case. I mean, how stinking cute is this? I absolutely love it. This is a phone case by Stella McCartney, and you guys know that I've been using my Louis Vuitton phone case for years now. I think I've had it for 2.5 years and love it. I still use it, but I wanted something that didn't seem so serious and classic. I just needed something to kind of change it up, and I'm not one to rotate phone cases very often. For me personally, I feel like they can be a little bit of a waste of money. And anyway, so when I saw this one, it just made me smile when I saw it. It made me kind of feel like a little bit of a big kid. And it just was something that I felt was the perfect sort of lift to looking at my phone, which may sound silly, but I thought it was really fun. This retailed on the website, I believe it was for $65. So still a little bit more pricey for a phone case, but not too terribly up there. First item that I picked up at Netaporter, or the second, sorry, I should say, Netaporter item that I picked up were these Sam Edelman leopard print booties. How stinking cute are these? I wanted to grab these ones, and I had been eyeing them since around like end of August-ish. But the reason that I wanted to get these was because when I'm personal shopping or with clients, obviously I'm on my feet all the time. I'm running around boutiques or malls or wherever I may be. And so wearing my sky-high heels when I'm personal shopping at the very least is not overly practical for me, only because I can only wear them for so long and then my feet start to hurt. So I needed something that was a little bit lower, but didn't really want to go for my traditional loafer or slides. I was just feeling like I needed something just a little bit more feminine, and of course with a dose of personality. So these to me were absolutely perfect for that. I already had shot a photo of these and posted it on my Instagram recently. You guys also seem to really love these booties as well, so I'll pop the picture somewhere up on the screen here. But they're so much fun, and I love that I can pair this with warm or cool neutrals, because to me, leopard is a neutral and it goes great with the both cool and warm tones, which is what I love so much. And even if you're wearing a classic piece, leopard print booties are a great way to inject a little bit of personality and a little bit more fun. Now, the next item that I picked up from Netaporter sadly was not a sale item, but I've been eyeing this bag now for so long. So spoiler alert, it's a bag. But I've been eyeing this bag for ages. Again, I wanted it for I wanted it for all like purposes, but more specifically for work. My Madewell tote that you guys have seen in numerous pictures or probably all over my Instagram stories is typically what I carry with me when I'm personal shopping, but it was feeling a little bit too big for me. And not only that, but it was sadly stained during a Blue Jays game from a little guy that had spilt his slushie, and unfortunately my bag was sitting right in the slushie's path. And anyway, as a result, I just needed something new and wanted something incredibly classic, very simplistic, but again would stand the test of time. So I decided to invest in a bag from I'm gonna probably butcher this name, Monsieur Gavrel, I'm not sure. I'm probably butchering that. I'm so sorry. But I've never purchased from this designer before, and they have beautiful stuff. Like, I looked both on their website and Netaporter, and they have like really, really gorgeous stuff. So what I decided to go with is this beautiful envelope crossbody bag, and I just love the camel tone. First of all, camel, or this like beautiful cognac caramel color, are one of my favorite tones ever in an accessory. It's timeless, it's classic, it's elegant, and it's something that you can use for forever until it falls apart. And I love that it had this really beautiful crossbody strap to it with just these like really minimal gold studded details along the side, so you can adjust how long the crossbody strap goes. And other than that, you can see there's not a lot of logos. The designer's name's written very briefly and in very small print on the bottom, which I like. But other than that, the bag itself is fairly minimal, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Now, the other thing I like about it is that it also has a magnetic clasp, so you're not fumbling with things trying to get the hardware to connect with one another, which is perfect for me when I'm on the go, because I'm constantly pulling things and putting it back into my bag, especially when I'm with clients. It's got a very like simple backing to it. Nothing overly special, and the bag does have some structure, so to me that adds a little bit more polish and refinement to the piece. And then on the inside, it's got this really beautiful sort of canvas hardware, or sorry, not hardware, canvas interior. You can see I've still got the stuffing in there. It's got one pocket on the interior, and it's got an additional small flap in the front. So it was a little bit reminiscent of the Pochette Métis, which you guys know I have and love and constantly use. I love that bag. So I thought this one was nice as a alternative to use on a day-to-day from my Madewell, just because it, again, like I said, it's a decent size, but it's not too big and it's not too small. I feel a little bit like Goldilocks saying that. So at ASOS, I ended up finding this fantastic jacket from New Look. Now it's got, the majority of it is a black and white print. However, what I thought was kind of cool, which I don't know if you guys will be able to see, is it does have a small blue strip running through it, as well as one small like camel print through this jacket as well, which is what I like about it, because again, it's something that you can pair with both cool and warm neutrals. I know in the winter time we've got so many layers on, and I wasn't overly concerned with the silhouette because I figured that at least if it was boxy, which it is, that I can alter it, which I'm gonna do, just to give it a little bit more darting around the bust. But the jacket itself is absolutely gorgeous. It's a nice classic print, so I know it will stand the test of time. And I love the idea of pairing this with an all black sleek outfit, just to keep it really beautiful and crisp, but know that this will go really beautiful. And because, especially in Canada, we've clearly got cold weather with us most of the time, or most of the year, I love the idea of wearing a printed jacket so that it was a little bit more of a statement during the winter time, especially because that's the first thing you see, and what you see most often with everyone in the winter is their coat. So I love that this one was a print, and after I get it altered, it's gonna look so good. It still looks good now, but I just want that little bit of shape, you know? The other thing I picked up from ASOS is a very vibrant sweater. So this is one of my first replacement sweaters that I've got, and that is this beautiful sort of lemon acid green sweater. It's also, it's not oversized, but it is a quite large sweater and a high neck at that. But I absolutely love the color. It's one of my spring palette colors, which I love. And it's got the most adorable sleeves. So it's got like a two-fold bell sleeve, but it's kind of drapey. They're absolutely huge on the arm, which is what I love. And again, the color is just something you don't see that often. And I love that finally designers and brands are starting to incorporate more pastels and brights into some of the winter clothing. For years, that was just not the case unless you were leaning more towards the creams or camels. But I love now that pinks and blues and even yellows are starting to come into play during the fall winter season, which makes me so happy, because as much as I love black, gray, and my neutrals, my other neutrals, by the end of the winter, I mean, don't you get so sick of seeing the same shade all over again? Like, color just feels like such a breath of fresh air. Now, the last piece from ASOS that I picked up was another high neck. I'm having a love affair with high necks this season. But I picked up this really beautiful camel high neck. Now, this one is a little bit shapeless and oversized, but I've been wearing it tucked in to pants or high-waisted trousers, just to make sure that it gives a little bit of definition around my waist. I'm not totally in love with the shape, but I was obsessed with the color, and I have had a really hard time finding a lot of camel sweaters, period. Normally they're around in bushels, and this year I just couldn't find it, and I didn't buy any last year because I couldn't find any that I was happy with. But anyway, took a gamble on this and have been loving it. You guys have already seen it on one of my Instagram posts that I posted recently, because I was so excited to wear this shade. So I'll pop the picture somewhere up on the screen for all of you guys, but it was more just the color I was drawn to. There's nothing really different about the sweater other than the fact that it's a little bit oversized. Other than that, it's just a classic cut turtleneck. Now, after ASOS, I moved on to Banana Republic because they've always got great sales there, let's be honest. I almost feel like it's a shame, or kind of a waste, not a shame, but it's a waste to buy anything at Banana Republic full price because they have a sale on basically every week nowadays. But what I wanted, again, was just some really basic sweaters. So I'm wearing one of them right now. I just got a basic boyfriend style V-neck sweater, and I got 3 of them in total just because like I said, I'm just in need of some basic sweaters because all of mine had worn out. So I believe they traditionally charge, I think it's $95 for each of these sweaters, and I got 3 of them. So I got pink, I got this beautiful sky blue, and I got another camel color, like a lighter, like almost beigey camel. And that's all I got from Banana. And like I said, they just have a really beautiful V-neck on them, which is lovely. It's got a really gorgeous drape, and it's one of the staples at Banana Republic every single fall, winter season, but it's a nice quality and it's a little bit more lightweight rather than wearing a bulky sweater all the time. I prefer things that are a little bit more lightweight just because they're easier to layer with, so I can still utilize other pieces in my closet aside from sweaters like the ASOS one, the yellow one that I showed you where it's thick. And although that's beautiful, there's only so much you can do with that item, you know? So anyway, I believe these pieces were $95 regular, and then I got them for $45 or maybe even $40. I can't remember, but it was really inexpensive in comparison. There have been some really beautiful pieces that I was eyeing from Club Monaco and managed to scoop up over their sales as well, which I was thrilled with. The first is another like camel oriented sweater because I wanted it. This is almost, well, I guess I should say this one's almost like an oatmeal kind of color. Another high neck sweater, and again, just super classic. It borders a little bit more on a tunic length just because it is a little bit longer. It comes down to about the leg break on me, but I absolutely love this gorgeous color, and it is incredibly soft. And I love Club Monaco's stuff. Like, their sweaters are so snuggly to wear. I've really been in the mood for lighter palettes this winter season. Last year I went through a major gray and black phase, and don't get me wrong, I still love that, but I'm finding myself craving more of my spring palette that I typically like to wear, and I know it looks better on me anyway, so I've been wanting to gravitate towards those lighter colors, and I just find they make me feel better overall anyway. So yeah, this was a great little steal. The other thing that I picked up from them was also another classic sweater. I've got another, it's not quite a high neck, it's just got a little bit of a higher neck. And it's just this beautiful off-white, almost ivory sweater. And again, it doesn't have the most shape to it in on the planet, but I love the idea of tucking it into skirts, into high-waisted pants, into like denim or leggings, whatever. And again, it's got this beautiful drape to it, and I love how soft and snuggly this piece is. So I know it'll be something that I rotate very heavily in my closet over the winter season. And the final and very last thing that I picked up from the sale days was a culotte, or like a trouser, but in a sweatpant material. So this is a high-waisted, I'm gonna call it a culotte for now, but it's in a sweatpant material. So they're so comfortable. And I love pieces like this because it translates well from both your personal time, right? When you're wanting to lounge at home, but you're wanting to look a little bit cute, something like this is great. And then because this has a little bit more structure and shape, and even the fabric is just slightly more refined from like your traditional sweatpant material, it is also something that I can dress up with heels, or I could put it with sneakers and a leather jacket. There's so much that I can do with these pants, but they're so snuggly. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that little red subscribe button down below so you don't miss more content from me. And if any of you want any style advice from a stylist in future, then please don't forget to check out my online style services in case any of you are interested. And if you have not already, please don't forget to also come hang out with me on Instagram, as that's where I tend to be very active, as well as my Fashion Translated Style Squad group, where we've got thousands of women sharing daily outfit inspo. We've got them sharing their self-love journeys, sale finds, shopping finds, vintage finds, whatever. And we're having a lot of fun over there. We're confidence building and having just a ton of fun. So I welcome you to join there as well. And other than that, guys, I will see you tomorrow in the next days, Vlogmas. Mwah. See ya.